So here's my edgy doll. I've got a Bratz doll there posing in her cool trousers, and I've made her a jacket and a whole set over there. I've got the template link in the details below. You just need to print it out and cut it out, and I'll show you what to do. I have my template here. I'm going to draw around it with a chalk wheel. I've got a fat quarter which I've doubled over. And there we go. We want to sew here and here, so we're going to have these separated and turned round. That's the back. That's got a deeper finish, so that's going to be for the back and that's going to be for the front. Let's sew that. Make sure you use a lock stitch. So lock stitch at the start and lock stitch at the end. Flip it over, put that down. And then we open this up like so. And if you want to use pins, you can, but there's our pair of pants. Really easy to do. But before I do that, I'm actually going to hem the bottom. So you can fold this over twice. And I'm actually going to just do a zigzag. Oops. Look, the stitches there. Do the same on the other leg. You measure this so that you don't have odd shaped legs or odd length legs. And then once that's cut and cut, we can sew the legs like so. Go back to straight stitch, lock the stitches again. I'm not going to rush this because I'm going to go around the curve. Middle and just reposition the fabric because it tends to move if you haven't pinned it down. There we go. And then lock stitch at the end. And there we have our trousers. Okay, so I've got some elastic that I'm going to place in here, but first I'm going to stitch this down so that I have a casing to put my elastic. Okay, so rather than pin it, I've just pressed it. I'm leaving a centimetre width, and the casing should fit in there nicely. I'll move back to the start, almost there. Lock the stitches there. Now, you might think, oh crikey, she's using a very narrow casing, but we can do this because look, it fits in perfectly. And what we need is a tapestry needle. Okay, so I've got my tapestry needle. This is something I use with the children, so it's blunt on one side, or rather the needle side, and it's got a huge eye. I'm going to use this cord elastic actually. I could use this other elastic that I have, and that's 5 millimeters wide. but I think that's trickier to thread through. I'm going to place this, I'm leaving it on the card so it's easy to deal with, and just feed the tapestry needle through. Pull on the fabric. It's really easy like this. And you can do two things. Oops. You can do two things. At the end you can either tie a knot or sew it down. It's stuck there. There we go. Pull it through. There we are. And if I stretch the fabric, and then no, I want 3 inches, so that's got to be 3 inches with the elastic vested. So I need 1.5 inch, which is about 8 centimetres. And that will do it. I'll cut it there. And if you've got these tube turners, what you can do is place the tube inside one of the legs and use a flat side, push the leg through. And I've turned one of the legs over. Same with the other side, so through the elastic and through the leg, like that. Push the leg through. And there you go. And there we go. Give that a press and that will look good.